Happy Sunday, everyone, and happy Mother's Day. Hopefully you have a great day planned no matter what you're doing today. The weather is also looking pretty good for our Mother's Day. Now, it could be better. Yesterday was really nice. Today is not going to be as perfect as yesterday. You'll see a bit more cloud cover, and there is a chance for a few showers, especially later today during the evening north of the lake. And that's really a sign of things to come. We get into a wetter, sort of soggy pattern this week. Monday through early Tuesday, we'll see our first round of heavy rain and storms. We'll take a break midweek on Wednesday, which is nice right in the middle there, because by later in the week, Thursday and Friday, we will have some more rain and storms coming our way. So here's what you can expect heading into the next several days. In terms of our humidity, yesterday was just delightful. It was nice, comfortable, low humidity yesterday. Not so much the case today. It's going to start to bump up a bit. Not terribly humid, still fairly comfortable today, but then it gets really muggy tomorrow. We stay humid all this week. The only thing is Wednesday, we may see a dip in the humidity a bit with a weak cold front coming in. It's not going to be any cooler, but it may be a little less humid for just one day on Wednesday. So that's something to look forward to because we do have some active weather rolling in. Mother's Day, however, looking pretty great. We'll see an increase in our cloud cover. Expect mostly cloudy skies, maybe some small breaks of sun early in the day. It is going to be warm and a little more humid. Temperatures reaching the lower, maybe middle 80s for our afternoon high. So a warm day for sure. And the earlier the better today for outdoor plans. Outdoor dining, picnics, walks outside. The morning, the early afternoon is the best time frame for that, maybe even into the early evening. But tonight, that's when the rain moves in, especially on the North Shore. Temperatures will be in the 70s this evening. Here are our high temperatures today, lower 80s, middle 80s, pretty similar to yesterday, but we tack on that kind of more humid feel today, so that's a little bit different than yesterday. But we are right around average, which is 85 degrees for today. So tonight, expect a few passing showers and storms, could be on the heavy side north of the lake. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, temperatures a little warmer into tomorrow morning, lower 70s on the South Shore, probably near 70 degrees on the North Shore tomorrow morning. It is also going to get a little breezy later today and tonight. Winds will be coming mostly from the southeast and it will be a little breezy again tomorrow. So let's walk you through this active pattern that's coming our way to kick off the work week. Mother's Day, good news, mostly dry weather expected. This is into the afternoon. We'll see an increase in that cloud cover. Those southeasterly winds, a little breezy at times, which is nice. Makes it feel a little cooler outside. There could be a passing shower in the afternoon, but it's not until tonight, 7, 8 o'clock. This looks like this will be our first batch of rain and storms. This model has been pretty consistent that this is what we'll see tonight on the North Shore and South Mississippi, but you notice New Orleans and on the South Shore can get some showers and storms just clipping the area tonight as well. So the earlier the better for those outdoor plans tonight. And also our high resolution model is keeping these storms more to the north in southwestern Mississippi. So we'll see how these set up, but just plan for some rain and storms north of the lake just in case tonight. Looks like this is what's coming our way around 7 or 8 o'clock this evening. And you notice some of that rain can get heavy late tonight, still dealing with a few showers and storms. And into the overnight hours, the same path it looks like those storms will take over the North Shore and into South Mississippi. This is around 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. So we could have a wet start to the day tomorrow for many spots. Slidell to Covington, North Shore and South Mississippi, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Heavier rain and stronger storms possible to start the day. So something to keep in mind for the Monday morning commute. And if this kind of dips more to the south, then New Orleans Metro could be included on the South Shore as well. Then tomorrow for several hours in the day, it looks like we should be mostly dry. We'll take a break for several hours, but we can still get a few passing showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. But I think we have to wait until tomorrow night to see another round of heavy rain and storms. Again, mostly focused on the North Shore and South Mississippi, but these look to dip even further south tomorrow night around 9 o'clock. Continuing until late. This is midnight Tuesday. Heavy rain on the South Shore into the overnight hours into early Tuesday morning. This is 3 o'clock in the morning Tuesday. But then we get closer to when we go to work and school Tuesday morning and things look to really wind down. So actually Tuesday, it's looking better and better. It looks like we'll get over the rain pretty early in the day so far as it looks right now. Again, this can still change a little bit. The timing, where the storm's set up. So it's definitely important to check back to the latest forecasts to see how these kind of batches of storms evolve going into the next several days, into the next several hours, just to keep up with the model updates and how things are trending as these storms take shape and head in our direction. Then we get into the rest of Tuesday. So far, it looks like we'll see a decrease in cloud cover. This is when that weak cold front will start to move in and bring us some slightly drier air, maybe westerly, northwesterly winds for Wednesday. That means Wednesday actually looks really nice, a little less humid. That means our mornings probably won't be as muggy Wednesday morning into Thursday morning, but it's going to be short-lived. But Wednesday actually looks pretty good. Even Tuesday night, clearing skies, and then Wednesday, plenty of sun. But before we get to that, late tonight through Monday through early Tuesday, we got the wet, soggy, stormy weather to deal with. These are our rainfall totals for that time frame early this week. Could get hefty in a few spots. We'll be watching closely. Anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain is expected, but we know how this goes. Sometimes storms dump a lot of rain in one spot. One spot will see maybe 5 inches or even a little bit more than that. So we can see some locally higher amounts, especially north of the lake. So something to keep in mind. We could deal with some isolated street flooding on Monday into early Tuesday, especially on the North Shore and South Mississippi. We've actually been upgraded to a moderate risk for flooding. It's a level 3 out of 4 risk. So some heavier downpours can certainly lead to some nuisance flooding across some of our roadways. We'll be watching that closely, really for the entire area, but especially north of the lake and into South Mississippi Monday through early Tuesday. Another thing we're still watching is the severe risk we are highlighted for. It's still that slight risk, the level 2 out of 5 risk across our entire area. As those storms move through, they can produce those pretty strong wind gusts up to maybe 50 or 60 miles per hour. So gusty winds are possible, maybe even some hail as they come through. And there is a low risk for an isolated tornado. But really the biggest thing is going to be the heavy rain that could lead to some street flooding, maybe at least those big puddles, some ponding on the roadways. It'll make it a little inconvenient to drive the first couple days of the new work week. So starting tonight into Monday and through early Tuesday, just keep the rain gear handy. Keep that in mind. We got some unsettled weather coming in. But getting back to some nicer weather coming in later Tuesday and then Wednesday looking good. This is a look at Wednesday. We'll just see a mix of sun and clouds. But then it's short-lived because we get into later Thursday. We'll probably see another disturbance coming in. Now this is going to change up a lot since it's a few days or several days away. We'll be watching how these storms evolve, but looks like we'll see some heavier rain Thursday, Friday, and maybe even into Saturday. And some of these storms can give us those heavier downpours again. We'll probably tack on a couple more inches of rain. This is a look at our rainfall totals from Thursday, Friday into Saturday. This is going to change a lot. So far, it looks like maybe you'll pick up maybe 1 to 2 more additional inches of rain. So we'll be watching closely. It could change for the better. It could change for not so good. We'll be watching to see how much rain we can get the second half of the week, which isn't bad. We haven't seen a ton of rain in a while. It seems like every time we get rain lately, it's a lot all at once and it's a big headache. But I know what some of our gardens need some rain, and we just haven't seen a lot of rain in a while. But hopefully we can spread it out. It won't be as bad this week, and we'll just kind of get this over with. And hopefully we'll see a nicer weekend getting into next Sunday. So the models are still flip-flopping about next Saturday if it's going to be wet or not. So here's your 7-day forecast. Happy Mother's Day again. Temperatures today for your Mother's Day in the lower middle 80s. Increasing clouds, most dry, but there is that small chance for a shower in the afternoon. But tonight that we'll start to see some rain moving in. Tomorrow, rain and storms in the early part of the day, and then later tomorrow night into the overnight through early Tuesday. So there could be some street flooding, maybe a few severe storms. It's going to be muggy this week. We'll be warming up Tuesday and Wednesday as we dry up. So upper 80s, near 90 on Wednesday, some sunshine. But those mornings get a little more comfortable in the 60s, especially north of the lake will be in the 60s Wednesday and Thursday morning, those low 60s coming back, and even some low 70s on the South Shore. But then Thursday and Friday, more rain and storms expected, and we heat up again back near 90 heading into this weekend. So thanks for tuning in to the WWL Louisiana digital stream. We'll be back this evening for the WWL Louisiana News Tonight.